Hello everyone, it was here, and so I'm doing another Resident Evil 7 review, but not on the game, on the actual DLC. I played a bit of each one, and I'm quite surprised what they've got out so far. Now, unfortunately, yeah, you do have to pay for the Resident Evil 7 DLC. I think the first part of the DLC came out on the 31st of January. That cost about £7.99, and the second batch of DLC that came out on the 14th of February. Now, did I say? Yeah, January 31st, first set. 14th of February. 14th of February, when the second batch came out, it was about £11.99. Mostly because it had a longer scenario, well, a short scenario, but it did fill in the blanks. Now, spoiler warning. On the first DLC, it's called Banned Videotape 1. It features, I think, 2 scenarios, which is Nightmare, Bedroom, and I think it's Ethan Must Die. I forgot. It's either got Ethan Must Die or not. I forgot what it comes with, because they're all like merged together in the extra content section on the start screen of the game. Now, Nightmare is basically you're picking up gears. It's basically a shooter. It's about 5 stages, and you have to survive the night until daytime. Basically fighting monsters and that, and every so often Cat Baker comes out, you have to defeat him. It's basically a shoot 'em up, and you've got to survive. You've got to use your wits, and basically got to collect gears and cogs and that to grind for extra ammunitions and weapons, that kind of thing. So in a way, it's kind of a point ranking game. I kind of liked it, but it was a little bit too much to handle, really. Yeah, I get dying every so often. It was a bit annoying. Bedroom is a heavy puzzle-based minigame. You're basically playing as Clancy, and he's tied to a bed. He has his hand on the bed there, and his other hand is like free, and you basically have to solve puzzles in the bedroom before Marguerite Baker comes back. It does take a long time to do, to be honest, I will say that, but the ending is really good. I quite like the ending of that. That's really good. Now, for the second banned videotape, they call them banned videotapes, I don't know why, which has 21 daughters, and I think it's Jack's 55th birthday. 21, pretty boring, to be honest, and a little bit of a gambling game. 21 is a mini game where you have to play, I think the actual card game is called 21, I'm not quite sure. I'm not a big card game player, never was, never will be. It's basically a card game, and like you're playing as Clancy again, and you have to, Lucas is trying to taunt you, and it's pretty boring, that one, really. It gives you like a Saw movie vibe, that with your hand in a trap, that kind of thing. I didn't really enjoy that one much, though. Now, the interesting one, Daughters, that is really interesting. You're basically playing as Zoe, and it's set in 2013 or 2000. I think it's 2000. 2014, because all the families normal. It's like nothing wrong with them, and it basically tells the story as you play as Zoe, so you can figure out what really happened. I will not spoil it much for you, but it is really good as if you want to see what happens with the family, with what happens with the family before they got infected, changed and that. So it actually tells a story about them changing, what happens to them really. So that really fills in the blanks. Now, last two. Ethan Must Die. That again, it's a really difficult and stressful scenario minigame. It's the only, well, it's one of the ones that is not for VR. Don't know why, because everything else is. And you're basically playing as Ethan, obviously, because his name's in the title. And you have to survive throughout the house. You have to get to the greenhouse and defeat Marguerite at the end. To be honest, they throw enemies at you left, right, and centre in that game. There is a thing, like if you die at a certain point, a little statue is placed there, and you can collect the items from your previous ones. So that's good. There's like ammo, you can shoot things. There's also like traps, bombs, floor bombs, and machine gun turrets, which you can use to your advantage. By the way, get an enemy in its place, just shoot the enemy with the automatic machine gun thing. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of ammo, to be honest. So that's really good. But like I said, I died every so often in that game. The only reason why I know what happens at the end is because the game tells you. The game basically tells you to get to the greenhouse and defeat Marguerite. It's basically a mercenaries DLC for the game. Now, I believe you unlock that after you beat the game normally. So there you go. Now, Cat's 55th birthday. That is a DLC. I got that after I downloaded the second DLC pack. It's a goofy one. It is quite funny. Yeah, you are battling monsters. You plan as Mia for some reason, and you're in like the it's like different stages. I've only done stage one. It's basically you have to get food for Jack Baker, who's sitting down in his little fun house with a party out on this. It is ridiculous. It's something to basically make people laugh again in the game because people get too scared. Yeah, they just wanted a joke DLC game in there, didn't they? It's quite funny, but I don't know. It's Capcom being funny, I suppose. Now I do know, yes, definitely. In spring there will be Not a Hero DLC coming out, which is going to be I'm going to make a guess. It's going to be half the length of the main game, and I know it's going to focus on Lucas Baker and Chris Redfield. So we get to see who the Redfield guy really is, and that should tie some loose ends up. Anyway, I talked too much, but leave it as here. Tomorrow I plan to do a review on a game, another game. I've got 4 days off, which is really good. So yeah, I will see you next time, Cinderella. See you guys.